Next exercise is a straight bar deadlift. This can be done a variety of different ways and different setups. The benefit of doing it this way with a bar is you can really add resistance to overload the hamstring from the strength standpoint. Someone like me with tighter hamstring, I might consider starting it elevated from boxes or blocks underneath. In this case, I'm gonna lift. And then again, the big thing with this is as I lower down each set, I don't wanna round my back, because that's gonna put a lot of shearing stress on the lumbar region, which might aggravate any back injuries or create a back injury, which we don't want. You'll see I am not able to touch the floor. Some people with enough hamstring mobility and flexibility will be able to reach down and tap the floor with the bar. So again, from a setup standpoint, I don't want to round and reach up. I'm going to grab the block, lift, okay? As I lower, throwing that butt backwards, bring the bar towards the shins, pulling back up, using hamstrings to extend it. Next exercise is a single leg RDL, another variation of the Romanian deadlift for hamstring strengthening. Benefit of doing it this way, single leg, is for those people who may have an imbalance between the two legs, especially athletes that are very unilaterally down on one side, like a soccer player, or someone getting over a hamstring strain during the rehab process where there may be a strength deficit at one hamstring versus the other. Doing it this way really gives you the chance to isolate that leg without the other leg kind of dominating or taking over. So in this case, I'm going to stand on one foot with the right leg closest to the camera is my effective leg. I'm going to hold the kettlebell. It's really a question of comfort for you, which hand. You can kind of be near something to stabilize also. So in this case, I'm going to lower the kettlebell towards the floor and extend my other leg back and then straight up. Here, back up, really focusing on extending that leg back without bending my knee. So you don't want it to be a squat, you want to hinge from the hip, then back. You can either do it one kettlebell, or you can do it with kettlebell in each hand to stay a little more balanced. Reaching again, kettlebells kind of towards the shin, and back up. Next exercise is a trap bar deadlift. For someone like me with a little tighter hamstrings, a little less hamstring flexibility, this is definitely a more comfortable option where I can get some of the benefit of using heavier weight to progressively overload the hamstrings from a strengthening standpoint, but without some of the stress, especially at the lower back with a straight bar deadlift. So the advantage of the trap bars, I've got the handles here. I'm gonna grab, and again, back is straight, I'm not rounded or hunched. Here, I'm going to extend the hips. So with this variation, I'm lowering and popping hips up straight without arching that, right? It might aggravate, right? So I'm keeping everything at my spine pretty neutral. Here, tap, and extend the hips just to that fully extended straight, using glutes and hamstrings to do